It's time for some weekly tomato updates, and it is cooking out here today. The plants are all kind of struggling in the garden to try to find their own water. So all of the tomato plants are doing really good. I'm really happy with all of them. Clearly plants 1 and 2, I'm thinking at this point in time, are kind of in the lead. But I will say plants 3 and 4, now those are the ones with the kitchen scraps and compost, they're also way deeper. I have a feeling that once the season kind of progresses, those two are going to be the leaders. Simply because they're going to have the best access to water and nutrients as time kind of progresses, I think. And I think they're going to catch up. There's something to be said about the greens on both of those plants on both sets. They're greener, like a much more rich, lush green, and the plants just look like they're setting themselves up to really dominate. So I'm thinking both of those are going to be the winners. If I had to pick something right now, as far as what looks like the best right now, the egg and the sardines are both looking really good. But there's something to be said for the sardine plant. This tomato is just there's pieces of it that are just bigger than anything else I've seen on a tomato before. I mean, there's a Mycos too that has a really thick stalk, but it has no flowers or blooms on it yet, whereas the sardine ones, like, they're already starting to bloom. It's not going to be long and they're going to start producing some fruit. The big beef one already has a tomato on it, but that one already did have a bloom, so I don't know if that's something that the greenhouse did with their lighting schedules or whatever to coax that thing into blooming. But it is blooming as well. All of the plants do have flowers on them, but the only one that's open so far right now is the sardine one, and that one looks like it's going to do something. I've had tomato plants in the garden for many years, as long as I can remember, and I have never seen flowers this big. Like, this is absolutely crazy. If I had to pick something right now, I would think it would be the sardines. They are just, there's something to be said for that stalk on both of the sardine plants. They are just massive. Hopefully you guys like the week update here of the tomato plants this Friday. There'll be another video coming up on the channel. That's going to be a C8 elevation, and just kind of my experience with using it now. I've had it running in the house doing all my automations for about the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, however long it is since that device came out. So there'll be an update for that coming up on the channel this Friday.